You know the scene. You're about to start something new, a project, a call, the gym. For a second, you're ready. And then a small voice whispers, "Wait, I'll do it after I eat. After I feel more prepared. After I'm in the right mood." And then, nothing happens. Most people call this laziness. It isn't. It's your brain's safety system. Hesitation is not random. It shows up when your brain predicts some kind of pain on the other side of action. Maybe failure, rejection, embarrassment, wasted effort, or loss of comfort. But that hesitation is a reflex, not a character flaw. The good news is that reflexes can be retrained. Right now, we're going to run a 4-step override to move, when your brain screams, "Wait." But first, let's feel what's happening. Think of one thing you've been avoiding, just one. A message, a project, a decision. Bring it to mind. Notice where your body tightens, chest, jaw, hands. Now breathe out slowly and let that one area soften by 5%. Nothing dramatic, just 5%. That's not relaxation. That's you manually telling your threat system, "I see you, I'm safe." If that shifted even slightly, your brain is already trainable. Now here's the mechanism behind what just happened, and how to turn it into a reliable reflex. Your brain isn't asking, "What will make me proud in 6 months?" It's asking, "What will hurt less in the next 30 seconds?" Action feels like risk. Delay feels like safety. Inside your brain, there's a constant negotiation between systems that want comfort and systems that want growth. One network is scanning for danger. Another part, your prefrontal cortex, is planning long-term goals and values. When those two disagree, you don't just decide, you hesitate. The longer you wait, the more your brain confirms hesitation works. That's the loop we're interrupting. Here's the 4-step protocol. Step 1, catch the safety signal. Next time you feel yourself about to delay, don't jump into the story. Don't start with, "I always do this," or "What's wrong with me?" Just notice that moment when you pause, when your finger hovers over send, or you stare at the blank page. That's not laziness. Your brain is just running a safety check. So instead of judging yourself, notice it. "My brain thinks this might be risky." Not, "I'm failing again." You're tagging a reflex, not your identity. The moment you do that, the problem moves out of me and into my nervous system. And your nervous system is changeable. Step 2, shrink the threat, not the task. Most people ask, "How do I force myself to do the whole thing?" That's the wrong question. Ask instead, "What is the smallest version of this that doesn't feel like danger to my body?" Not smaller in time, smaller in threat. Don't write the report. Open the document and type one sentence. Don't go to the gym for an hour. Put on your shoes and stand at the door. If you've been avoiding a hard conversation, send 3 words. "Can we talk?" That's it. You're not solving it. You're just touching the fence. You're telling your brain, "We're just touching the fence, not jumping it." The task is still there, but the threat level drops. Step 3, the Aversion-Utility Flip. Now we do something your brain never does by itself. First, name the exact pain your brain is predicting if you act. "If I send this, they'll judge me. If I start and can't finish, I'll prove I'm a failure. If I speak up, I might sound stupid." Get specific. Then, name one tiny thing you could gain, even if it goes badly. "I'll have real feedback for next time. I'll be 2% less scared the next time I try. At least I'll stop wondering what if." Your brain naturally focuses more on pain than reward. So when you're about to act, it only sees what could go wrong. When you name both the risk and the possible benefit, you rebalance the picture. You're teaching your brain, yes, there's risk, but there's also something to gain. Step 4, the stimulus reset. Before you move, change one sensory input. Stand up if you're sitting. Change the light in the room. Take a sip of cold water or run your hands under cold water. Look at a point far away, then back to the screen. You're sending a fresh signal through your nervous system. New context, new outcome. Then, within 10 seconds, you take the smallest action from step 2. Not the full task, just the first motion. This isn't a motivational countdown. It's pairing a tiny body shift with a tiny behavior shift, so your brain learns when the environment changes, we move. That's how you start rewiring the freeze reflex into a move reflex. And every time you run this sequence, repeat quietly to yourself, I'm training a brain that moves through fear. That's not an affirmation. That's dopamine tagging the behavior. You're not fixing laziness. You're building a new identity, one loop at a time. Pick one thing you've been hesitating on. Run these 4 steps tonight, not tomorrow. That's where the new loop begins. Let's zoom out for a moment. Here's the loop most people are stuck in. You think about doing something. Your brain predicts discomfort. You hesitate. You delay. You feel relief for a moment and regret later. That's the hesitation loop. Now here's the new loop we're training. You think about an action. Your brain predicts discomfort. But this time, you notice the hesitation. You tell yourself, safety check. You make the step smaller. You reset your body. And you take the first tiny step. Not heroic action, not a huge transformation, just one small move forward. Over time, this is what changes. Your brain stops treating every new step as danger. It starts to see it as familiar, predictable, safe enough. You stop waiting to feel ready. You start acting while you still feel human. The real cost of unexamined hesitation isn't just the tasks you don't finish. It's the identity you quietly build. I'm the kind of person who always waits. I'm the kind of person who never starts. That identity is not your truth. It's just a story your nervous system wrote to explain a reflex. You can write a new one. From now on, when you notice hesitation, treat it as a doorway. On one side is the old loop, pause, delay, regret. On the other side is the new loop, notice, shrink, move. You don't have to win a war with your brain. You just have to practice a different reflex, one small action at a time, until your nervous system learns that movement is safer than staying stuck. In the last video, we talked about failure as a pain signal and how to stop repeating the same mistake. Here, you've seen what happens in the space before action, the quiet moment where hesitation takes over. In the next video, we'll go one layer deeper. We'll look at how your self-image, your idea of who you are, can either support these new reflexes or quietly sabotage them from the inside. You've just learned how to move with hesitation. Next, you'll learn how to become the kind of person for whom action feels natural, even when the old safety reflex still whispers, wait.